Oh, buddy. Well, oh, I got one of your hairs in my beard.
You're welcome.
Whew.
Oh, my bad. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute. My nose is so red.
That's what the kids were saying. That doesn't look right.
Shabbat shalom for the replay crew. Jeez, I can't talk right.
Repray. The repray crew.
Yeah, we should repray for sure. What's up, brother? What are you doing? Shabbat shalom, homie.
Boop-a-doo.
What's up, Tim? Tim's on here. Striker's on here.
Oh, whoops. I was about to post it here. I'm trying to share the link to the live. I almost shared it.
Yeah, we're going to give it a couple minutes, guys, and let some people pour in. Chicken Finger Plus.
Beep, boop.
What's up, Herb?
I'm going to send that to my brother.
Oh, my nose is red. Like super duper red. I haven't been drinking. I got a cold, so. But a little cold's not going to stop the nerd out with my homies. Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. We should have a good time. What's up, Sheila? Yeah, I don't really have like I don't really have anything specific on the top of my head.
Top of my head.
Except for toilet paper on my face, nonstop.
A lot of toilet paper.
Dang.
We are going through a lot of toilet paper.
Heather's on here. Kermode's on here. Hoot. Yeah. What's up, Norma? It has been a stupid long week. So my week started off with my back being out. And I mean out. Like Sunday, we did a lot Sunday. Did a water pump on my truck. We moved one of our buildings. Not very far, but it was something else. I borrowed a skid steer from my brother, and I was really trying to be gentle, and I still broke the shit out of the building, so I got some fixing to do. But yeah, I got the building moved. Water pump done. We did something else too. We had biscuits and gravy. I think that was my list for Sunday. Yeah. So it was a good day. And then like right at the end of the day, I was moving 2 solar panels, setting them down. What's up, Texas T? And Ben Valley, Lost Light. Yeah, I was setting a solar panel down and I freaking tweaked my back and it went out on me, and I knew it when it happened. Matter of fact, when it happened, she's like, "Oh, you're going to be all right." And I'm like, "Nope, this is a bad one."
But he had been over the hood of the truck for like hours working on the pump thing.
Yeah, so it went out and I knew it was bad, and I could barely stand up. And I was like right where I needed to be, like super duper go time at work. And well, that didn't work out. And so it turned my week into a longer week. And then right after my back starts getting better, so Monday I didn't even work. It was so bad. I stayed in bed all day and went to the chiropractor. And Tuesday I was like, all right, well, I can't miss another day, so I gotta go. And I went, and towards the end of the day, my back was starting to loosen up. And then Wednesday, my back was quite a bit better by the end of the day. And then I got sick. I mean, sick. Maybe that was Thursday. Yeah, I think that was Thursday. No, it was Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night. It was I got sick Wednesday night. And so Thursday and Friday, I was just sick at work. Yeah, it sucked. And, but whatever, we got it. We got it where I needed to be. So all I got left is painting a little bit of trim, and that one will be a wrap. On to the next one. What's up, Hemi?
Chicken Farmer Plus says, just about got the walls up on the cabin closed up. Have a little more insulation and some ceiling panels to put in. Then solar install and diesel heater. And then it'll be ready to move my kid in before New Year's.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, diesel heaters are cool, man. If it's a small space, they work pretty good. But I mean, it beats freezing, but sometimes it's a little hard to get them like really toasty. I guess it depends what kind you have. I'm not really keeping up with the chat, so.
Finally got 3,500 4x4 running great and legal.
What is it? Huh?
Pin Valley finally got 3,500 4x4 running great and legal.
Oh, sweet. Heck yeah. Yeah. So I did the water pump on my truck, and you know, because I did the water pump after I did the radiator, and then I did the radiator, and then the water pump started leaking, and so I did the water pump, and then my oil cooler started leaking, which is like typical. So the truck's nice enough where I don't really feel bad about throwing money or time at it. It's just if I've got the money or I got the time, because usually I don't have either, like both of them at the same time. What's up, encouraging community? Jimmy Carr. Yeah, dude. So I got a little cold, so you guys are going to see me blow my nose probably 800 times. And we'll see how much of a stack of booger rags we can have by the end of the live feed. Probably a pretty good one.
You're sick.
Ooh, Sawson's on here too.
I'm not doing the best at multitasking. Like, my brain keeps wandering. So I may be not the best help here. It's a weird world's technology. I'm here in Morocco on the other side of the planet, and I'm inside your place watching. It is very weird.
Morocco, that sounds nice.
Come hang out.
Yeah,
Let's nerd out with the word out.
What's the temperature in Morocco right now? Also, I wouldn't be fishing right now because it's Shabbat, but I probably would have been fishing all day. For sure.
I sure miss you fishing. I never thought I would say that.
Dude, but you know what? It was good. It's been good to take the time.
Yeah. I'm
kind of itching to get back into it. Oh, so my birthday is coming up, and
anybody wants to buy him a boat? No, I'm just kidding.
That's not what I said. So, damn, bro. So my dad gave me a Bass Pro Shop card for like $250, and I'm super stoked about it. So I've got to take a little road trip. Maybe I'll do that. You want to go to the Bass Pro Shop Sunday?
Hell yeah.
All right. Sunday we're going to go to the Bass Pro Shop and spend some gift money.
What exercises do you do for preventative maintenance on your back? Zero.
Wait, who said that?
Jimmy Carr.
Oh, Jimmy Carr?
That's a big nothing.
You know what? If I was taking suggestions from a loving brother, J.A. Dudley has a whole playlist of workouts specifically to me. Matter of fact, before I tore my arm, I started working out with Dudley again, and it was...
I don't know who you are, but you're going away. Bloated transsexual Santa Claus. Talking about ho ho ho. You get a boat.
Anyhow, so I started working out with J.A., and he knows that I like to fight, right? Like, I like to... Like, he goes... I know you like to F around, right? So he don't talk much like that, but he knows I like to fight, and so he did this workout where I had to keep him on the wall, or he had to keep me on the wall, and we were wearing boxing gloves so we could punch each other to do it. But it was a lot of just shoulder and then swing and stick one in. I had the best time working out with him, and then he let me punch him as many times as I could do a sit up. As soon as I sit up, I could give him a 1-2, and I just need to start doing that again. So body calisthenics with age is super duper important, especially if you don't have a physical job. I lift heavy stuff and climb up and down ladders and do all kinds of stuff at my work. And so what I do for a living, I'm a contractor, so I'm pretty active. Now, this isn't running a marathon active, so it's just not sitting in a cubicle or riding in a truck.
You know what?
Hold on, let me finish. But body calisthenics with age is super duper important, and a couple of basic things that Dudley taught me. He goes, fall down on the ground and then get back up. And I'm like, what? He goes, just fall down on the ground and then get back up. And then he would have me do reps of that. And it didn't matter which way I got up, but just get up. However you're going to get up, just get up. And just do that over and over and over. And do it for like 2 minutes. That alone, you wouldn't think it's a workout, but it will work your butt for sure. Also, like mobility stuff, like some of them are goofy, like teapot, when you're just dipping over the side, you got your arms up and you're just like going over to one side. You wouldn't think that's a lot, but it's a lot. And so doing basic stuff, like one of the workouts he had me was stepping on my bumper, and then stepping up on the backside of my truck, and then getting down, and then stepping up, and then getting down, like nonstop. And then I switched legs and did it again, because that's a practical application for what I do. So mobility training, and you only got to do it for like probably 15 minutes a day, but be diligent about it. Like if you're gonna do it, like set a schedule and just do it, like 15 minutes every other day or every day. Just do it. And it makes a big difference. When I'm in gym mode, I usually work out from 45 minutes to an hour, and I usually work out with Heath. And Heath is pretty diligent about having me like specifically do certain weights and certain things. But it's kind of a bummer because he's definitely like more fit on the weight training, and I feel like I'm holding him back a little bit when we're doing it sometimes. But anyhow, I put this hoodie on because I thought I was going to be cold, and now I drink this coffee and I'm like starting to sweat. So, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say I am a house cleaner, and I noticed that after I get done, I'm like sore for days because I don't use those muscles anymore. But then I realized lately, pretty much everything I do, if I have like a work day doing anything, the next day I'm really sore. And I was like, I bet you I should just start stretching, because like I don't really stretch anymore. And ever since my shoulder injury a couple years back, I haven't really done much.
No.
And so I started stretching and realized how painful it is, literally, just for me to stretch. And then I started I was like, I'm going to start, if I go down to the dumpster, the mailbox, whatever, I'm going to jog just to get, moving. And then I was like, I remember one time I tried to play like softball and I tore my muscle in my leg. So like, I'm like trying to stretch just so I could run. And then I went and tried to do planks, and the whole, I don't know what you call it, that part was so unbearably like miserable that I couldn't even hold myself up. And I only did planks for like, I don't know, 25 seconds or something like that. It wasn't very long. But I realized how out of shape I am, and how I had this like big, I'm going to start going to the gym and I'm going to do all this. And it's like, literally I could do like sit-ups and push-ups and planks and jumping jacks. And like, that would be enough for me right now, because I'm so, like, I'm strong in certain areas because I'm a homesteader and I'm a house cleaner. So I have certain muscles that I do use that are trained. But everything else, my body is like super weak, and like, hey, we don't remember how to do that. And I did jumping jacks, and I was like, wow, that feels really great on my shoulder. Like, there's so much, like, it felt like it was stretching it. I was like, oh, interesting. I've never got anything out of jumping jacks, but that felt like a big stretch.
Yeah, also push-ups. Mm-hmm. And if you can't do like 5 or 10, if you can't barely do 5 or 10, that's fine. Just do 5 or 10 until you can do 25 like it's nothing. Just keep doing it. After about a week, you'll notice you can go pretty hard. And you can do sets of them. You'll be able to do like 25, and then you'll wait like a minute, and you'll be able to do another 15.
Why are you gay?
Just keep doing it.
Who says I'm gay? You are gay.
You are gay.
Why gay? I got my voice back today. It was gone for 2 days.
Barely back. It's already raspy.
But it's way better. I tried to yell at my kid last night, and I died laughing.
She tried to yell like at the top of her lungs. She was like,
and the more I tried, the more angry I got, and the more I tried to like force it out, and it was just squeaking.
Hey,
it was awful.
Then she busted up, hysterically crying, laughing for like 5 minutes. And my daughter's like, I'm really sorry that I made you this upset where you're like laugh crying.
Oh, I just felt like it was like a moment of like realization. Like, there's no way she's going to take me seriously in this moment while I'm squeaking at her.
Right. What's up, Wrenches? Love you, bro. You got to come back up here and hang out. Anyhow, let's see. Who do we got?
They're doing. Oh, what, dude? Okay, little Ann showed me this workout. I guess it was like a prison workout. Maybe you'd know it. But anyway, it was like you take like a deck of cards, and like each suit is a different
Workout.
type of exercise. So it's like burpees, squats, jumping jacks, and then something else. And then like whatever card you draw, you put out 4 cards, and that is the rep that you do. Like you do that rep.
Oh.
And so it changes every time you do the workout. But anyways, I thought it was really awesome.
What's up, broski? What's up, Tato?
Maybe you'd know it.
Dude, he's laughing on that. It's like, maybe you would know the prison workout.
Sup, technically, Tora. Tato.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So anyways, we're super out of shape. We do things. We're strong, but we're super out of shape.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to start, like...
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, basic stuff, when you get older, I don't know, like some of the guys on here are older. When you get older, basic shit can hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
And like the other day, I mean, all I did, seriously, and I haven't been to the gym. I've been convicted about going to. All I did is I moved 2. They're small solar panels. I mean, I'm trying to think, like maybe the size of like the size of like one of the cushions like we're sitting on right now. Like, it's just they're small and they're not very heavy either.
But like I said, he had been
like
hunched
20
over the
pounds
hood of
maybe.
the truck all day.
Yeah.
In a weird
But the
position.
truth is that I'm fat and I'm out of shape.
Well, I think that's it. It's like, it's all about, like, am I trying to lose weight, or do I literally just need to, like, gain strength in my body so that I don't hurt myself when I do things?
That's pretty much it. Now, losing weight's going to help, too.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, in the sense of, like, if we're just strengthening,
but losing weight at my age is really hard because I love tacos.
Once you strengthen your body, you'll be able to, like, do more without getting so...
I mean, I haven't been on a straight taco diet. Maybe we'll try that. I just eat tacos only. That's it. That's all I eat is tacos. Maybe I'll lose weight.
Exactly, Wrenches. Hurt myself sleeping earlier this week. It's like everything. I sneeze. I've thrown my back out sneezing.
Dude, I sneezed when my back was out, and I almost shit my pants. It was terrible. And I was like, ah!
My workouts are 90% stretches. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like, what Dudley's are too. Dudley is like for real. He'll stretch for probably 20 minutes.
I feel like literally just stretching like hurts me because I'm not stretched. What? Oh, goodness. Anyways.
You know what we should do? We should mod everybody that's like normally on the channel. Even if they don't come here all the time. If they're like a regular person, like Jimmy Carr. Like he's not here all the time, but like when he's here, we know he's folks, right? And then we should just give everybody a wrench. That way, when we have random people show up, we know because they don't have a wrench.
I would just imagine it'd be like Wrenches was timed out, like Texas T was timed out. Like they would just be blocking each other.
I don't think they can time each other out. Maybe they can. I don't know.
Oh yeah, exactly. You get a wrench, and you get a wrench.
Yeah.
I think when just everybody's name is Blue.
Yeah, let's just have a wrench party. Welcome to Buckets and Bibles Wrench Fellowship.
I was thinking it would be cool if we got that shed built up to like make the backdrop of our lives just be like a stack of buckets, like food buckets. That way we have our Bibles and our buckets.
Oh no, Jimmy Carr's crunchy? Huh. Yeah, he might have to get put in timeout. Where's he at?
Try. Hemi says somebody try to time him out.
Somebody try to time out Hemi?
I can only block bot timeout. What if he actually gets timed out? You can untime him out, right?
I don't know. You want to time somebody out?
No, Hemi was saying somebody try to time me out.
I can time anybody out.
Unless he was saying it like somebody try to time me out. Like, I'll fight you.
Oh.
But I read it as like, try it. Someone time me out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it works that way. Testing. Still C. Mods cannot put other mods in a timeout. Okay. Is this permission to use the hammer? Asking for myself.
Taurus, he says, gays like nuts.
Oh my gosh. Scripture, but what scripture has been hitting you lately?
Oh man.
Ooh, we should read that one. You remember that one? We were like, damn, this one's
I'm
packed.
out of it because my whole week has been like shot to shit. So I'm like super not spiritual right now. I am, but not.
Maybe we should go through this one.
Wait, there was one that came up. Gosh dang it. Where was it at? It wasn't Hebrews. What was it?
I go to both peanut butter churches, crunchy and creamy.
That's fine. That's fine. Wait, what's the book that's not Philippians, that's Philippi's?
Philemon.
Yeah, what'd you say that one was about?
I don't know. It was 1 page long.
It's 1 page long, so we're going to read it tonight. We're going to go through a whole book out of the Bible.
You know why? Because that one doesn't get enough credit, and we know nothing about it, so we're going to go for it.
I know that I've been through it, but like...
I don't even know where it is. It's 1 page.
It's 1 page.
Philemon. Right before Hebrews.
Right before Hebrews.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy is a non-denominational peanut butter enjoyer.
There it is. It's seriously, it's 1 page. That's it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to finish the whole book of the Bible tonight.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to nerd out with the word out.
I don't even know what page it is in the scriptures. Oh, wait, what's the next
That's
page?
it? That's it?
I know, but it's, so 1166. Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but we're going to put you away.
No, wait, who is it?
I don't know what, they said it twice, and it's some bullshit, so I'm just going to say no.
Okay, and Shawackum.
No. I did 5 minutes.
Okay, you go night-night.
Everybody else is way better at this game than
Little
I am.
Joe Garcia.
You guys are better at this game than I am. I don't know how to put people in timeout. You got 5 minutes. I'm an overthinker.
Okay, send it, love. You want to read it in the scriptures, or you want to read it in the ESV?
I would like to read it in one that I can understand.
You can understand both of them. But go ahead.
Philemon.
Philemon.
Or Philemon. Ooh, Philemon. All right, Paul. No, I'm going to read it out of the scriptures.
All right, here we go.
All right. Shaul, a prisoner of Messiah Yeshua, and Timothy, the brother to Philemon, our beloved one.
Did you cheat and look at the other book?
I did.
Okay.
And fellow worker, and Aphia, our sister. I don't do these words. They're the same word. It's going to be the same names here, too.
Yeah, but it'd be different, right? No? Same?
Mine says Aphia and Archippus. I don't know how to pronounce these words, y'all. Good.
However you're going to do it.
Yeah. And the assembly at your house. Favor to you and peace from Elohim, our Father, and the Master Yeshua, Messiah. I always thank my Elohim when I mention you in my prayers. Hearing of your love and the belief which you have towards the Master Yeshua and toward all the set-apart ones, so that the sharing of your belief might become working in the knowledge of all the good which is in you toward Messiah Yeshua. For we have much joy and encouragement in your love, because the tender affections of the set-apart ones have been refreshed by you, brother. Therefore, although I have much boldness in Messiah to command you what is fitting, because of love I rather appeal, being such a one as Shaul, the aged, and now also a prisoner of Yeshua Messiah. I appeal to you for my children Onesimus, whom I brought forth while in my chains, who formerly was of no use to you, but now is of good use to you and to me, whom I sent back to you, and receive him.
Pause. So while he was in chains, he brought this guy into the fold? Like led him to the way? Is that what he said?
Whom I brought forth while in my chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, who formerly was no use of you.
He was no good, now he's good.
Dang!
Yeah, right?
That's a good catch.
Yeah.
Whom I sent back to you, and receive him, that is, my own tender affections, whom I wish to keep with me, that on your behalf he might serve me and my chains for the good news. But without your opinion I wish to do none at all, so that your good deeds should not be by way of necessity, but voluntary. For he parted from you for a while, possibly because of this, so that you might have him back forever, no longer as a slave, but more than a slave, as a beloved brother, especially to me, and how much more to you, both in the flesh and in the master. So if you regard me as your partner, receive him as you would me. But if he has wronged you or owes you whatever, put that on my account. I shall wrote with my own hand, I shall repay, not to mention to you that you indeed owe yourselves to me also. Yes, brother, let me derive pleasure from you in the master. I feel like if we read this in a different version, it would make more sense.
Just keep reading.
Refresh my tender affections in the master. Trusting in your obedience, I wrote to you, knowing that you shall do even more than I say. And at the same time, also, prepare a place for me to stay. For I trust that through your prayers I shall be given to you. Epaphras, fellow prisoner of me in Messiah Yeshua, greets you. And Marcos, Aristarchus, Demas, Lucas, my fellow workers, the favor of our Master Yeshua Messiah be with your spirit. Amen.
Dude, so like the whole letter is basically Paul like putting it out there for a dude that he led to the way, and letting his dudes know like, hey, take care of this dude, and when I come through, have my spot set up, please, and bless you. Which is epic because I love the whole thing. It's great. It's so basic. But this, if you're confused about Paul, he's so lit up and concerned about this person that he led to the way. He just wants to make sure that they know Paul's vouching for him. So it's a little bit of, it's like vetting.
I'll pay.
Yeah, it's like a vetting process. And he's saying, hey, by the way, you know, if he owes you anything, just put it on my tab, and BT Dubs, you owe me anyhow.
Yeah. And if you think about it, it's like a pretty good explanation of like Yeshua. How like Yeshua, like we're like, I don't really like that person because they're whatever. And he's like, yeah, no, them too. Like, they're mine. You owe me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I paid your debt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't no good, but he's good now. So now you're going to take care of him. And BT Dubs, I'm going to be through, so have my spot ready.
Onesimus was basically an ex-con. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's his homie convict. They're probably doing prison workouts.
Just in time. Barbecue or sushi? Sushi. That name is like a name I
don't want barbecue sushi. That's gross. That's two things that I wouldn't mix together.
Alright, so the one that I read.
What's up, Amanda?
That I felt like I think it was this one. It had just like a lot.
Holy carbs.
I feel like I need to take my hey.
What's up? Holy burpees, yeah. Well then go ahead if you're clear. Yeah. Just lean back. There you go. Pop them. There it is. Oh, freedom. Okay, good.
I can't read very well.
Well, can I hit that?
Right.
No, I got some water.
Oh, it's right now. Okay, I can try to read this one now.
Oh man.
Can I read this one?
Which one is this? Oh, Deuteronomy. Yeah, send it.
Yeah, I was just reading this one the other day and was
it's
like,
my favorite.
Dude, this has got like a lot in it.
That's my favorite.
So this is Deuteronomy 30.
That and Genesis.
And when all these things come upon you, the blessing and the curse which I have set before you, and you call them to mind among all the nations where the Lord your God has driven you, and you return to the Lord your God, you and your children, and obey his voice in all that I command you today, with all your heart and with all your soul, then the Lord your God will restore your fortunes and have mercy on you, and he will gather you again from all the peoples where the Lord your God has scattered you. If your outcasts are in the uttermost parts of heaven, from there the Lord will gather you, and from there he will take you. And the Lord will bring you into the land that your fathers possessed, that you may possess it. And he will make you more prosperous and numerous than your fathers. And the Lord your God will circumcise your heart and the hearts of your offspring. So that part to me was like a big, like, he is going to circumcise your heart and the hearts of your offspring, so that you will love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and that you may live. Like, we have to have our hearts circumcised in order to really love him.
Yeah.
Like is commanded. And the Lord your God will put all these curses on your foes and enemies who persecuted you. And you shall again obey the voice of the Lord and keep all his commandments that I command you today. The Lord your God will make you abundantly prosperous in all the work of your hand, in the fruit of your womb, and in the fruit of your cattle, and in the fruit of your ground. For the Lord will again take delight in prospering you, as he took delight in your fathers, when you obey the voice of the Lord your God to keep his commandments and his statutes that are written in this book of the law, when you turn to the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. For this commandment that I command you today is not too hard for you, neither is it too far off. It is not in heaven that you should say, who will ascend to heaven for us and bring it to us, that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea that you should say, who will go over the sea for us and bring it to us, that we may hear it and do it. But the word is very near you. It is in your mouth and in your heart, so that you can do it. See, I have set before you today life and good, death and evil. If you obey the commandments of the Lord your God that I command you today, by loving the Lord your God, by walking in all his ways, and by keeping his commandments and his statutes and his rules, then you shall live and multiply, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land that you are entering to take possession of it. But if your heart turns away and you will not hear, but are drawn away to worship other gods and serve them, I declare to you today that you shall surely perish. You shall not live long in the land that you're going over the Jordan to enter and possess. I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore choose life, that you and your offspring may live, loving the Lord your God, obeying his voice, holding fast to him. For he is your life and length of days, that you may dwell in the land that the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them.
So it says he gives you the blessings and the curses. So choose life. So what it's like, it's so basic. Like, if you choose me, you choose my blessings, and if you go against me, then you choose my curses.
Yeah.
You know, it's
and
just
it's
basic.
So like it's like
stuff.
if you literally come back to me, I will take you. You know what I mean? Hold on, let's see.
Wait, hold on. Keep up with the chat, love. So Hooter said, perhaps there's a reason y'all allowed it to go away. Oh, he's talking about the car. Yeah. 66 Impala.
Wanna be a
right here.
baller. Chocolate. I had it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got stolen.
Yeah. Super gay. We had a car stolen, remember that one time?
Yeah, it was the Toyota.
Yeah. The Yoder.
The little Yoda.
The little Yoda.
The little Yoda got stolen.
Yeah, I got stolen for like 2 weeks, and then
out of the driveway or off the street, like right in front of the house or something.
Yeah, that's all right. It's an easy car to steal. I stole one of those before. Yeah, you can basically start it with a pair of scissors. But it got stolen, and then somebody found it at the mall about a mile from our house. A couple of weeks later, we went and got it.
Who steals a Yoda? I would. Not that I would, but like I like it.
Tweakers are still anything. When you live in the city and you're doing bad and you need a ride from one spot to another, and then it's like, well, I ain't got pulled over in it yet, I might as well keep driving it. That's just kind of how their mindset is.
Proverbs 3, 1 through 5.
Oh, man. Give me your water, love. Oh,
I don't know where it is.
I have your water.
There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Proverbs 3.
Yeah, Toyotas can be reliable. I mean, if you want to make it to the Connect's house, you definitely don't want to break down on the way there or on the way when you leave there. That could be really bad.
My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you.
Mm.
Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart, so you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understandings. In all your way acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. I just love this. I love all of. We should just read through all of these. We should just read the whole Bible. I had an older Honda Accord stolen. Hate that.
Yeah.
That was Burrow. A thief will steal it. A tweaker will steal it and help you look for it. Yeah, for sure. Baltimore Murderland. Oh, goodness. Oh, also, earlier, I think it was Encouraging Community said, "You're turning 37 this year, right?" Or something.
Who said that?
I think it was Encouraging Community.
Said you're turning
No, you.
30? Me? Yep. 37.
Again. For the 10th time.
For the 10th time, yeah.
All right. Where in the Bible does it speak about immigration?
Immigration?
I feel like it talks
Oh.
about welcoming sojourners and aliens and how they're supposed to behave, but I think that's specifically for the Israelites.
Yeah, I mean, when they come into the land, if they're willing to do the things, then they can be accepted. And if they're not willing to do the things, then you got to put them outside the gates.
It's one big migration. Yeah, the whole story is all about,
Yeah.
about
Yeah, really.
migrating.
Yeah, really. I mean, they had to fight tooth and nail to come into the land that was promised to them, so.
They actually I was reading this, I think in Joshua, they had, been tricked. They were going around taking over all of these, towns or whatever, kingdoms.
Chicken Farmer Plus.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was going to say it. I was waiting for it.
It says immigrants have to follow the law in the camp they're sojourning in.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, I was reading in Joshua, they were saying they were taking over all these towns, right?
Yeah.
And so this one group, pretended they, got in their, raggedy clothes and got raggedy wineskin shoes and stuff and, went over and was like, "We've been traveling so far. Let us be your whatever servants or make a covenant with us."
Yeah.
And so they did. And they were like, "Okay, well, we're not going to, kill you." And then they found out they were neighbors. And they're like, why did you lie?" And they were like, "Oh, well, because we heard that you were out schwacking everyone. So, we wanted to make sure you didn't schwack us, too." But now they had made a covenant with them that they wouldn't. So they were like, "Well, shoot."
Aha.
But they did. They dressed
Suckers.
up all raggedy and went over there.
Yeah, I've done that before.
They're like, "We've been traveling for days."
Yeah, it works. Obviously.
I've been in Joshua the last week. Yeah, I'm going
Josh
back.
Cole.
Trying to go back and start at the beginning and read through. So I'm ended up back in Joshua again. And it's funny because I feel like every time we read it, it means it's right now my brain wants to understand how the division of the tribes happened. You know what I mean? I want to understand where everybody went, where all the exiles happened. I want to understand about the other brothers Esau, Ishmael, and whatever happened to freaking Cain, because he had some mark, right? He may have died, but I'm sure he had some kids out there. Who are the children of Cain? I want to kind of track who are the Amorites, where did they all come
that
from?
were Canaan?
Hmm?
Canaan, the land of Canaan.
I have no idea.
Probably
that would make sense.
it.
That would make a lot of sense.
That's what I would think, but I've been wrong lots of times.
But, the first time I read it, my brain was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is all, God is real." But now I'm
There it is.
I want to understand a little bit more stuff on it. Some believe those are the Canaanites. Canaanites?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Hooter and Torah says Canaanites too. But so it was Jacob and Esau, Israel and Ishmael. So did Esau come somewhere from Canaan or Cain, and did Ishmael come from somewhere from Esau? You know what I mean? I guess they're all.
I don't know, bro.
I want to know if they're
honestly,
all connected.
that's a study we'd have to do. I've been really interested in doing that study so I could label shit and put it in boxes.
Canaanites, land of Cain, and Mormons think descendants think. Black folks. Oh my goodness.
No.
That's dumb.
Yes,
yeah, I mean,
yes, morons.
Mormons think a lot. They think a lot of things. But I'd be very curious to, like, figure out. Want to be with the, like, yarn. Damn it, I keep accidentally going to my Facebook. Mormon coworker thinks that Cain is Sasquatch roaming the world forever. I think there's some Nephilim wandering.
Same thing. Sasquatch.
I think Sasquatch
Nephilim.
is like Nephilim.
Yeah, same thing. Just, you know.
Trying to do it, and I thought of making a family tree. Yeah, it would be like, you'd be a lot.
Yeah, be busy. Be like a whole.
I feel like you'd need like 50 people to just like help.
Yeah.
With this part.
That'd be a fun one, dude. Could you imagine just getting crazy? Like
biblical family tree.
Yeah, just taking like a whole freaking weekend and just doing that study and having like all the whiteboards and
you know what?
Strings going across everything.
I feel like if we had like a whole weekend where we just like everybody got together, and I guess it's kind of like Sukkot, but Sukkot ends up being more kind of camping. But it's like, what if we went like specifically like spiritual retreat where like the whole weekend
out we're all cousins.
Of camping is just like spent like we're just reading and studying and reading and worshiping and praying, and it's just like a whole weekend of just
dude, down
and reading.
I'll rent the church.
Sasquatch hanging out at the edge. Yeah, I think Sasquatch. You know, did you see that video about Oklahoma in Sasquatch?
Dude, there's one in every freaking state. I don't even get down on that anymore.
The sons of Ham, the Canaanites, settled in their brother's land. Shem and Noah had cursed them if they did not go to their inheritance. The children of Israel are fulfilling that curse and promise. 3 sons of Noah: Shem, Middle East; Ham, Africa; Japhet, European and Asian. There's a poster of the biblical genealogy. Ooh.
Chicken farmer, you going to do men's retreat?
Poor dude got super smoked. He did get super smoked. Like a cat. Quantable schwacked.
Yeah.
Oh man. How's everybody here? How are you guys? We get to talk about us, but how are you guys all doing? We get to hold you hostage with our words.
No. Well, my booger rag pile is growing. It's pretty good.
No, thank you. No, thank you, sir. Flat Earth, question mark? Who are you talking to, Benches?
Maybe.
What does it mean to be a Christian?
Oh, who said that?
Hardscape.
What does it mean to be? It means to be Christ-like and to follow in his footsteps.
It means to surrender your life over to no longer walk in your flesh and the desires of the ways of the world, but to let him teach you how to walk in righteousness.
Well, you're to follow after him, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so to follow after him means that you have to study and know who he is, how he walked, and you won't understand any of that unless you understand the beginning of the Bible, because if you just try to read the Gospels, you're not going to get it all.
A big part is that you cannot understand without his spirit inside of us teaching, right? So like it says these things are folly to the world because they are spiritually discerned. So like our belief in Yeshua as the Messiah of the God of Israel.
Oh, speaking, nice.
And then like willingness to submit our lives and be trained and sanctified. The Spirit now can live inside of us and teach us to walk in a manner, like in a Christ-like way, because we can't, in our flesh, we cannot figure it out. We can do our best, but we can't do it. Like, we have no idea what we're doing or why in our flesh.
Yeah, I'm bringing a special guest to men's retreat.
From me tell you about the Bible. It's Chicken Farmer Plus. I'm speaking at Men's Retreat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should probably be there. Tuna. A bit tired.
I know
kicking
nothing.
The sleeping doggo. Starting the Shabbat with you folks. Yep. Today was like, it was one of those days where I like, sun was down, dinner was done. I walked in my bedroom to just like grab my laptop, and my bed looked ridiculously comfortable. Where I was like, this is gonna be such a good Shabbat. Like,
dude,
we've been like sick, but we've been trying to keep going and going and going, and it's like now we have permission to just rest and recover and drink all the tea. And we started juicing, but some of the stuff doesn't juice right.
We're super healthy. What do we eat for dinner tonight?
I started Mexican. We had tacos.
We had tacos.
But I started juicing the hard stuff like carrots and like beets and ginger. But then
what'd you have on your beans and rice?
So much queso. So much queso.
She's like, this makes everything better. I'm all, it's queso. Yes, it does.
I've only ever tried the queso with the chips. So I not realized you could just put it on everything.
They're not live streamed, but sometimes they're posted on Bear and Appendix Patreons.
When you sign into the live now, it gives you an option to click and say hi. That's why it shows people said hi. Are you talking about this live?
Yes, all lives.
Where have people said hi?
They had a little wavy hand and they said hi.
Oh, I didn't see.
There's been a few of them.
My wife laughs when I blow the shofar, says my shofar game is weak.
Actually, dude, I heard somebody blowing one earlier tonight. I don't know who it was, but it was one of the neighbors. And then, so I grabbed mine and started blowing it. And then one of the other neighbors started blowing theirs too. It was awesome, dude. And it was echoing so good.
I was in the shower. I could hear it. It was great.
You could hear the shofar in the shower.
Yep.
Yep. That's because we live in a camper, baby.
Yeah, we do.
See, if we didn't live in a camper, you wouldn't have had that joy.
Oh, you know what else? We got the shed set up for a real dryer. And I'm pretty sure neither of the dryers that we have heat.
Texas Tea gave me one of those dryers.
I think neither of them have heat. But we tried.
It might just be a heating element. They got banged around when they got moved or something, and the heating element went out.
I love taking apart machines and stuff. I like
Tweaker.
Puzzles. I like puzzles. I just changed the belt on the other little mini dryer we have because it wasn't working, and I had to take it apart and figure out why. But anyways, I'm really excited to dissect one of these dryers or both of them and figure out why they're not working. But we almost got a real size dryer going in our shed. Almost. We had the plug switched over. We got the extension cord ready.
So that was a thing. That was a thing. Just getting it. I wired up 3 different plugs.
Yeah.
And we made it work.
Now my clothes are in the dryer, but they're not heated, so we're going to let them air dry in a circle to see what happens.
Oh, no, I didn't even get to see that one.
And we almost have all the insulation. We have like a couple little like ceiling ones that need to go up.
Hey, he just said hello, Santa Claus. I didn't even get a chance to respond. I might look like Santa Claus to somebody, but they're going to get a taste of the word if we don't beat them up. Maybe.
Texas T says, yeah, the way you tossed it into the truck, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
Stupid. Lenny broke it.
All right. Good call, T. Good call. You got me on that one, bud.
I'm going to take it apart, though. I'm going to figure it out.
Laundry cubes.
Gotta figure it out.
Riches, man.
No juicing is awesome. Did a 30-day juice fast and passed parasites.
Texas tea.
See, I don't know if I could do like on-leaf juicing, but we started because I have like my little chlorophyll that I put in my water. But every once in a while, it's like
chloroform.
Not
you guys want to see it?
chloroform.
Hold on, no. Let me show the people. It's chloroform.
Chloroform.
Yeah, it's chloroform. So let's just show the people. This is she uses this on herself. It's a little fast-acting chloroform. Well, chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll.
Chloroform.
Anyways, But it's ultimately like what's in plants,
But it
right?
does say
That makes them
fast
green.
act-
But
it
there's like really good benefits.
Fast
And
acting.
I don't get very good like nutrients from what I eat because I rarely do eat, and then when I do eat, it's crap. So we started juicing because I'm like, there's so many, like, I want to buy like that Bolt House like green drink, you know, the green machine or whatever. I love those drinks. And I'm definitely the type that would prefer
Olympia's
to like,
on here.
I would rather drink my nutrition than eat it. So we started juicing. But some of the stuff, like bananas, don't do well in a juicer. So we started blending, like the spinach is terrible in a juicer. So we juice the hard stuff, and then we put it in a blender and add the juice from it into the blender with all the stuff that doesn't juice well. And it's so freaking good. Makes me so happy.
It is good.
And
Dude,
it's like a little nutrient shot.
you guys see this?
That's with a Band-Aid on.
Dude, this right here is like right on the pinky knuckle. And I don't know what happened, but I was digging in my pocket on the way home while I was driving. And I shoved my hand in there, and my knife was halfway open. And it just like filleted me right there. Just opened that whole thing up. It was
Olympia
gnarly.
always calls it chloroform. Andrew was just talking shit to her the other day when she said it.
Dude. Didn't work fast enough. Michael Jackson.
Don't chloroform your wife. Fast acting.
She does it to herself. It's excellent.
Where's the other one? Was going to say if she had sleep issues, that's the way.
Anyhow, so that is with a Band-Aid on. I should have super glued this one. Also,
Filet McNuckle.
yeah, Filet McNuckle. That's right. Filet mignon.
Yeah, he tried to show me it, and I couldn't even look at it.
She couldn't look. It wasn't even leaking though.
But it reminded me of when you sliced your finger open that one time, and you were
Oh,
like,
that
"Babe,
was a
I have to
bad
go to
one.
the hospital," and I was like, "Are you fucking with me?" And you're like, "No, I really gotta go to the hospital." I'm like, "No, you're lying," and you're like, "No, look," and I was like, "Ugh."
Dude, if you guys know what a hook blade is, that goes in a utility knife, it's a hook about this big, but it's razor sharp. And I took that hook blade and I cut through the middle of this finger out the other side. It just hooked and went right through it, and that was this one. Yeah.
Yes, you guys, he wanted to super glue it, but I told him that
I should have super glued it.
I don't want super glue getting into his bloodstream. I don't want all the toxins getting into his bloodstream.
Yeah.
So he just put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, because, like wrenching on my truck with oil and antifreeze on my hands and then eating a hamburger is like
But
way
one
better
not
for
with
me.
an open cut on your hand. Totally different when you have an open wound.
Not
Exposed.
a carpet knife, a hook blade for like cutting roofing shingles. It's more like a utility blade, but it's got a really small hook on it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the hook's only about that big. It's about that wide, but it is nasty sharp.
Jimmy Carr says I removed the tip of my finger with a hook blade.
Yeah, they're nothing nice. And I was cutting through like a really thick piece of rubber, and I was like really wrenching on it, and it popped through and took. Yeah, it cut the nerve on this finger, so I can't feel any. Like I've caught my fingertip, like burned the shit out of my fingernail, and I didn't even feel it. I was like, oh, that's not good.
It is but a mere scratch.
Yes, but a flesh wound.
But a flesh wound. It was called suture glue. It's only called super glue to market to civilians.
So listen, the only difference between super glue and suture glue is rubbing alcohol. It's basically it.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
That's good, dude.
I
should have glued it, but it's too late now because I put freaking Neosporin on it, so nothing's gonna glue to it now.
Mom used to super glue my arm.
I should have did it when it was fresh though, because I got home and it stopped leaking, and I washed it up really good, and that was fun. And then I was ready to super glue it, and they're like, "No, it's poison."
Did someone say shrubbery?
Uh-huh.
Her father was a hamster and her mother was a hamster and her father smelt of elderberries.
What is
I
that?
like to call it stupid glue. You feel pretty dumb when you glue yourself to something.
Oh yeah.
Electrical tape is great too.
Nah, electrical tape's never been a thing for me. I always wrap it really good, and then that tape starts like retracting on it, and I instantly want to rip it off. Duct tape though, duct tape's pretty good.
Fart in your general direction, sir.
What? Damn.
You don't know?
Oh, yeah. The horses?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Tis but a flesh wound. That's where it comes from.
Okay, got it.
Bring out your dead.
Got it. Dude, my hands are cramping up. I'm so dehydrated.
Dude, where was I? I was cleaning. I was working yesterday and my freaking foot cramped up while I was standing up. Typically, it only happens when I sit, but...
You got any hydration salts?
I'm gonna vote. There might be something up there on that shelf, but... I can't see that shelf with these on. These are not for that.
See it. Yes.
Just bring it. Just fill this bad boy up and then dump it right in there, and we'll just...
No. No.
Oil of oregano to keep infection out.
No.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to do the...
I don't get infections.
Yeah, right. He's... What's the word? Superman? You're...
I'm lactose intolerant.
Get the bear fact.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen a finger tourniquet?
Ow.
Put it in the chat if you have.
I need nail clippers. This one nail's bugging me. I can feel it on everything. It's snagging.
Liquid IV.
Liquid IV? Where did you put it?
All right,
Why are you
guys.
breathing so loud? I'm kidding.
Okay, guys. This live stream is going to be sponsored
I
by
just shook the whole...
Refuge Reticle.
Refuge Reticle. We're not sponsored by shit.
All right.
Sorry.
We'll see who's packing today. All
What's
right.
it called? Oh.
I got this one's for you, Texas T. Your shot in the right arm. Go.
I feel like
Okay, left arm then. Fine, left arm. Everybody shot in the left arm. Ready? Okay, go.
I don't have one. I'm dead. I died.
Oh no!
I died.
I'm bleeding out.
What's happening? Why is it so twisted?
Oh, it's because the way that I was trying to do it. Oh no! Finger tourniquets.
You look like a noob. You look like a noob.
Ugh.
Here we go.
Get out of here.
Let me check it. See if you're faking it.
I'm faking it.
I can still feel it.
Sorry, it slowed it
You
down.
big faker.
Slowed it down really good.
You
Nobody?
big faker.
Time? Okay, Striker got one on.
Okay, but Mama just got to try now. Restage it.
See what happened?
Yeah, I was so wondering what you were doing.
Well, it's because it twisted up on my shirt and I was trying to slide it back and then I yanked it down.
Wrong arm. Little joke.
Damn it,
wrong arm.
Oh, yeah, look. It twisted itself all the way around in there.
Dang. Well, no wonder it didn't work.
Yeah,
That's why it's important to make sure your tourniquets are staged properly.
train with your stuff.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Little Joe.
Damn, that's cold, man.
Is he your father? The Bible says not to call any man on earth your father because we only have one father. But no.
Hold on, I'm still trying to un-F this thing.
He's struggling. So close. It's like a tangle. Can I just untangle it? I like this game.
Bro, what happened?
Just let me do it. Oh, that was rough.
Wow, that was rough.
That was rough to watch.
Okay. Hey, you want to do it?
Dude.
All right.
I
Go,
don't know how
Mama,
to
go.
use this one.
It's way different than using the Cat Gen 7.
That's way too. Come back. We need to move you down.
Come on, you're bleeding out. You ain't got two hands. That arm's injured. You better crank that thing down. Crank it down.
Where does this...
Crank it down.
Where does it Velcro to?
It doesn't.
Oh.
Turn the windlass.
Not smart.
Oh, is that the cuss words?
Oh,
That's the cuss words right there.
that feels like a bone.
Did you get it? You're gonna die, bro.
I can't get it.
You better get it.
I've only ever trained with the one with Velcro. This is not gonna reach.
It is gonna reach.
I feel like, oh my gosh, it's not
No,
reaching.
it's not gonna reach. The way you got it on there is bad.
I died. What happened?
Welcome to the shit show.
What happened? Why'd you do that?
Well, you got it all the way on the back of your arms, one thing. And then, here, look. You see this? You see this?
I died. Sorry, guys.
Hey, you see this?
Check you
Hey,
later.
look, you see that?
I see that.
It was all the way slid up really far. So, there's nothing wrong with that.
This one is weird, right?
when you have it on the back of your arm and your arms are small,
Gonna miss you, Stephanie.
you can't.
I miss you too, bro.
It's not gonna latch if it's bent like that. So that's why you needed it on the flat part of your arm so you could get it to latch in.
Ugh.
And you had it all the way like where it was the most curved. It was like that. So you were never gonna get that.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Listen. That particular tourniquet works really good on other people, and is way harder to use on yourself. Like, you got to train with a lot. It's too far on the inside too. I mean, I guess it's fine. Oh, see, baggy clothes, man, for the win.
Yeah, these clothes are getting all. Get in there.
You got it.
I think. Can I even feel my own pulse? I might not have got it tight enough.
Nope. See, you died too.
I don't like this one, guys. We've died so many times tonight.
Yeah.
What is this called?
Oh, Escareta Farms.
What is this one? Egarega. What is this one called?
Egarega. That one is a soft T tourniquet.
So let me try it on you. See if it's easier to use.
It's way easier to use on me. Here, go.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. What if it unlatches?
You can do it that way too. That's one of the cool things about it, is you can just go around.
This nail is making me crazy.
That's what I like about that. Also, for my big old legs, or Dudley's big old legs, these are the only ones that fit us on our legs. Okay, go. Cinch it. There it is. There you go. That feels pretty close.
One more.
And there's the cuss words.
Oh my gosh, that's not gonna reach.
It is going to reach.
How do you even... It's gonna break.
It's not going to break.
It's gonna pinch you.
It's going to pinch me.
I can't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you died.
Yeah.
You died too.
That's twice, bro.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Dang. Yeah, we did. We called shot in the left arm. Yeah, she lives. Yeah, I just had to get the tourniquet off. Now I live again.
Okay.
It's not making any sense.
Hey, so you see where that's all the way there? It actually can slide up.
We've been trying to reach it. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
No, dude. Even when you got the knot like that, it won't go. But if you slide it up in there...
But that's probably not tight enough.
It's not tight enough. I can tell you right now, it's not tight enough.
This is not working, guys.
It's not working. You suck at this game.
You just did that one.
You put it on.
I didn't get to finish it. I'll just put my knee on your arm.
Yeah, just put my knee in my armpit.
Secure the triangle.
Yeah.
Whoops, expensive. I'm picking up $1 bill. Narcan Coke.
Yeah, we're gonna need some Narcan.
I left it, came back to see it turn and get on. Nice. I don't mind hurting him if it means saving him, but this I just couldn't quite figure out the deal there. That just was not. I tried to wear it. I tried, but
these work really good.
Not good.
But I haven't trained with these as much as the cat ones. But this one is way easier to carry in your pocket. But evidently, I'm slacking right now. Also, I'm like totally out of it.
There's probably a specific way to use that
there is.
type.
The way that we're using it, we're just not doing it right.
I've only ever been trained with the the Velcro one.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a Cat Gen 7. Where's yours at? Oh, goodness.
Hanging off of my backpack, maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Had one on each arm after the screw and couldn't control the phone enough. Right. Reps and sets, yeah. Is it a pinch tourniquet?
Can be.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm not good with. Yeah, apparently it's a learned skill. Can you make my words happen?
A skill that you can't keep unless you practice?
No. It's when you have to figure out. It's like you got to do it and do it and do it and do it. It's a learned.
You have to practice?
Yeah, but there's a phrase.
Yeah, you got to practice a lot.
There's a phrase.
That's the phrase.
Anybody knows,
fucking practice, sorry.
If anybody knows what I'm saying.
Nobody knows.
Acquired skill! Yes! Thank you!
See? He's in her
Makes me
mind.
Crazy. I will call my mom every once in a while, my mom and my sister, and give them all these weird words, and they have to try to get. It's like a constant game of like taboo, where we're always trying to guess each other's what we're trying to say. All this dying is messing with me. She's like, I have abandonment issues.
All right, next we're gonna do wound packing. Everybody ready for this?
Learn skill.
I'm gonna start with my right nostril.
Free the nostrils. Wait, Steph didn't make it. What happened? No, I didn't. The tourniquet did not work for me. I feel like we gotta. Now I'm like motivated. I'm set on nasal pharyngeal airway.
Oh, dude, I did that in a refuge training class one time. It was awesome, but I know you can't really tell on video, but I've had my skull broke from socket to socket from fighting, and so like my nose up here is like pinched over to one side, and it doesn't matter what you do on the left is good. But if you do something on the right, it's not comfortable at all. And typically you do the right. And so we did it, and like it went, but it was very forceful. It was not that great. My eye watered for like probably 15 minutes.
Don't understand. There's no way to get it in there.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Now push it down. You're in.
Okay, try it.
You're in.
Try it.
Yeah, I think you got it. Yep, you got it.
Ugh, that was difficult.
See, you just got to practice more. It's a different tourniquet, dude. So when you wear them in your pockets, I carried the cat Jen forever, but the thing is like, they just get wrecked in your pocket, and they're not very comfortable. Especially like in your back pocket, they're just not very comfortable.
If you've never worn a tourniquet before, it's a very strange feeling. It's like all of a sudden there's like this little hanging flesh off your body that doesn't belong to you anymore.
Oh, you have some flesh hanging off your body?
It's like, this is just not mine. Like, I know that it is. I can see that it's my arm, but it doesn't feel like it.
Take the tourniquet off and put it around your head.
Are you in menopause yet, babe?
I am in menopause. Yeah. Daily. Wait, we were going to have fun with that one.
I don't know. Oh. It's painful. You may be over-torturing it to start. It needs to be tight, but you're not shutting off circulation with that. It's the windlass that does that. I thought you said wilderness.
It's also knowing, like, what it's supposed to feel like, because it feels a little bit different on everybody. You're also really, like, right on the bicep, and you're not uptight. You know, you're supposed to be up here.
Because last time I tried it higher, and then I felt like it was up on my shoulder, and it was, like, not getting
That's this right here. That is that's, you feel that?
Auto-corrupt.
What's up, Journey of John?
Yo, Slim Shady. How do you both talk with Dad and keep him in your mind during the week? I am a stay-at-home mom, so I read a lot, and I have a friend that I talk to regularly on the Snapchats, and we both encourage each other regularly when we are kind of bitching about stuff, and we will remind each other to pray about it.
And for me, I listen to the word while I'm driving, not all the time, but more often than not. And I also work with pretty biblically sound
Pretty.
brothers. And a lot of times we bounce stuff off each other. Except for during the week when I'm like super sick, and then like we don't talk about anything because we're just trying to get stuff done. I don't think we said even like more than like 10 words at work today. Like that was it. And they were repetitive. Can you hand me the tape? Will you hold this for me?
I can't find you. I cannot find you.
Oh, nah, Nathan Reynolds. That dude's awesome, man. If you guys ever watched his, so he did a podcast with a dude, and I can't remember what it is. And he talked a little bit about his, when he was raised up as a kid and like how, like satanic cult ritual stuff works and how people are sold. He does a really good job of like explaining a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes on spiritually that most people are unaware of. He does a really good job of breaking it down. And there's other people that have a very similar explanation on the operations of all that. And I can't think of their names, but I've watched a few interviews and podcasts with people that have come out of cult stuff. I don't really want to get into right now because it's not very, it's not going to give me the shalom I want, but they do a really good job of talking about different stuff and spiritual warfare and stuff like that. And I like that guy a lot. I'm probably going to reach out to him and see if I can get him to do an interview with me because I think it would be great.
It might have worked. I don't know. It keeps glitching out. I'm trying. Click on it. Oh, there you go. It did work. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
No matter who you were talking to, it would have been them. Sorry. Snapchat is still a thing. You know what? I'm a late bloomer, okay? I rebel against everything new until it's old. So I only recently put on Snapchat because it wasn't like the new thing to do. And really, I only use it to talk to a couple people. But realistically, the rest of them, there's just Olympia that I talk to regularly on the snaps. Let me see. Oh, okay, we did it. Oh, there's a tour for that. Dang it, I missed whatever that was. Lost my only covenant brother, not in a good headspace. Dang it.
I do not think it's demon possession, but I do think it's highly demonically influenced. So most everything in the drug world or even alcohol or sex, most of that stuff, it can start off as just like a sinful flesh or a flesh type of sin, just like in the flesh. But it almost always immediately turns into a spiritual battle. Usually when people are turning to outside of their own self or the Father, they're turning to outside solutions to an inward problem. It's because they have something going on with emotional or even spiritual trauma, and that can come from a million different ways. For me, I had abandonment issues when I was little. My mom, when I was 18 months old, my mom bounced and left three kids with my dad, and then that um, that trauma that I had from that, from my mom being there and then not being there, and even when she was there, she was really abusive. Um, that tripped my trigger in my head, and it took me a long time to kind of come to terms on that. Well, as a byproduct of not having healthy ways to deal with problems as a kid. And it was a lot different back in the 80s, when I was little. It was the 70s when that happened, but when I was going through all my growing stuff as a young man and as a teenager, things were so different. There wasn't a lot of solutions to basic stuff. There wasn't a lot of good stewardship. I think back in the day, kids just ran wild, and then whatever happened happened. And so when you have issues and they're not dealt with in a healthy way, not that teenagers are capable of that, but a lot of that falls on the parenting, because if you're not really involved in your kids day to day, you won't notice when they start getting when they start going a little sideways. You won't notice, and I think that has a lot to do with modern day home. Like, the back in the day, it was the VCR was the babysitter. The TV. And that was it. There wasn't a lot of stewarding through issues. And so you're left to deal with things with peers. Well, my trauma started when I was little, and it continued on. And the more unhealthy that I was, the more unhealthy stuff that I did and involved myself in. And it compiled until it was like there was no way of getting out of that. And it wasn't until the Father really stepped in and gave me a way out that I could finally see light in all that darkness that I was living in. So everybody's journey is different. Mine just happened to be in drugs and alcohol and all the stuff that goes along with that. It became a coping skill for the most part, until it became something else. And once it became something else, then it really had a hold of me. And yeah, it's not.
I feel like
There's only a spiritual solution to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. If you dabbled with something and you got a little carried away and you stopped fairly early on, maybe not. Maybe you didn't need a spiritual solution. Maybe you need just some emotional unpacking and to come up with something. But if you were anything like me and you carried it into the depths, I went far beyond where a normal person, just maybe drinking a little too much, or burying themselves in smoking some pot, or having the occasional pill, to kind of get them through a tough time and then stopping. I went way beyond that, like way beyond that. And for the guys that don't know that are on here, I stuck a needle in my arm every day for years.
And he wasn't taking a saline solution for dehydration.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so spiritually sick. And it had me. There was, at that point, I was way past the point of, well, you could just stop if you wanted to. There was no turning back. I figured for me that I was probably going to just die that way, or end up in prison somewhere or whatever. But
honestly,
it's a miracle to be sitting here, and a lot of that stuff, when I talk about it, I can't even recognize the guy that I used to be. It's like repulsing, because I see all the desperation and the spiritual malady and all the worldly influence, and I see all the angles today that I didn't see when I was in the middle of that. And that's because the grace of the Most High, and I have a Redeemer, and He had a plan for me. And when He gave me a turning point, I took the turning point. You know, at one of those chances, right? At one of the millions of chances he gave me, I took a different path. And that path led me to where I'm at today, and I'm blessed.
And there's two.
And I'm not worthy, and I'm
two
blessed.
options. It's like right and wrong, good or bad, life and death, right?
Yep.
And so like I feel like what the enemy does is literally anything to separate us from the Father. Anything to distract us from the Father. Anything to get us to do what the Father says not to do, right? Is his plan ultimately.
Yeah. Defile yourself, defile the people you love.
We have pain because of things that happened or whatever, right?
Because of other broken people.
And then we're promised relief through these outlets that are not of the Father. So then we go into them and all they do is separate us more and more from the Father, which is really what the enemy wants. He wants us to stay separated, right? He wants us to not be close. And so the more we like participate in whatever, to me, like I had the same kind of like separation. It could be from like lustful stuff. It could be from, drugs or alcohol or whatever. And even to me, like psych meds, like did the same when it came to causing that spiritual separation.
Oh yeah.
But there's a lot of things, but like ultimately we're promised that this will fix the pain. And it's a false promise. It helps fix the pain. It helps numb the pain.
Gateway drugs are a thing too.
But it doesn't fix the source of the pain. So when we walk with the Father, it's painful, but because we're healing, right? Because we're actually getting healed of the pain, the source of the pain, rather than hiding from it. So it's like for us, it really comes down to like the more you're in the world, the more the ways of the world you participate in. And the more the ways of the world you participate in, the more it separates you from the Father, the more of the world you're in, right? And so it also goes the opposite way. So the more you turn to the Father, the less of the worldly stuff you want to participate in.
Yeah.
And the more you turn to the Father, the less the worldly stuff looks tempting to be able to satisfy your pain, right? Because it can't. And we know that, and we trust the Father. And so if we trust him with everything, we're willing to go through whatever, like pottery, like he's the potter, we're the clay, whatever molding and shaping it is that he's trying to do in us, we trust him with that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you have to stay moldable with him and let him build you into what may not be familiar, and it may feel uncomfortable because you're moving in a way that you're not familiar with, because his ways aren't our ways. And you have to stay moldable like clay, because as soon as you harden yourself,
I'm good like this. Thanks.
This is just the way I am, and you just accept it, and you're not, there's no hope for you, and you don't have faith, and you don't believe that he can move you to another spot. I've tried all the things, nothing's gonna work. No, dude, like stay moldable, because how he builds us and takes us and tears us down and builds us back up from what our broken selves were to who we are is an amazing journey. But the first parts of it are all the way uncomfortable. They're all the way uncomfortable, and you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And if you don't have any experience in the depths of darkness that the stuff we're talking about can take you to, good. Praise the Most High, because you want to talk about unlearning some lies. It's a lifetime of learned behaviors that do not apply in the world of the spirit and of light and of truth, because they all come from a place of darkness. And you got to be really careful about who you are and who you represent, and what you put your faith in. I used to put my faith in a lot of different things, but all of them were useless. My faith is in the Father's promise to us, and that in searching for him, I can see him in everything that I do if I choose to. And if I don't see him, it's because I'm not really looking. But he's easy to see in everything for me today, and it wasn't always that way. All I could see was darkness and doom and gloom. And he'll take you on a ride if you're ready.
Where is it? This one. There was a verse yesterday. I was like, damn, that's so simple. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you.
Boom.
It's like,
Yep.
that's it. Like, we don't
Yep.
have, like, we're not getting just, like, magic peace or whatever. We're literally, like, getting comforted while we go through the things that have been stealing our peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody wanted us to read Joshua 1, 5 through 9. This is, what were they doing?
That's right, Adam.
After the death, I'm going to start at 1. After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, into the land that I'm giving to you, to the people of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given to you, just as I had promised to Moses.
Amen.
From the wilderness and this Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, to the great sea toward the going down of the sun shall be your territory. No man,
all that territory, all of it.
No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. Just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it from the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Yayo!
Also, the trick to getting clean and staying clean is improving your conscious contact with the Creator and His understanding and His definition of truth, and not man's. Mm-hmm. You know, if you subcontract your faith instead of read the Word and believe that it's true, and you're faithful to the Father and His ways, and our Messiah is He's our forerunner. He has paved the way and gave us an exact map of what love looks like, and what serving people looks like, you know. And so, if you don't grow spiritually, you're gonna fall back onto your old ways. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing, is you have to grow spiritually. You have to grow in understanding.
And honestly, like, I did the AA higher power thing, whatever. It didn't work for me because I didn't understand. I'm like, maybe the tism or whatever, but I need like instructions. I need like,
just says you sound contagious.
Congested.
Yeah, that too.
You need what was I saying?
I don't know. You need something.
Isaiah I need 1. Instructions.
Okay, hold on. We're going to read this Isaiah, because I think Chicken Farmers put it up there. Okay. Isaiah 1, 16 and through 20. Let's hear it.
Wash yourselves, make yourselves clean, remove the evil of your deeds from before my eyes. Cease to do evil, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression. Bring justice to the fatherless, plead the widow's cause. Come now, let us reason together, says the Lord. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall become like wool. If you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be eaten by the sword. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Okay, so this applies. Yeah, it's all highlighted.
That whole section is highlighted.
This is applicable to somebody who knows Him and has been following Him. It is not really applicable to somebody that does not know Him. You don't have to clean yourself up to come to Messiah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not... and usually if we're talking about somebody that's in that...
Yeah.
You're never going to be clean enough to come before Him. Mm-hmm. So you got to come like you are, and He'll clean you up. And then in that, when you fall, if you fall, and we pray that you don't, if you fall back into your, whatever your sinful desire is, or your flesh, repent and do like that says, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point, because there's a lot of new people that like well, not new people, but they're like, I'm too much of a sinner, I can't come to God. I don't know, like this is the only life I know, and it's like literally that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go be circumcised, keep the Torah, do all this stuff to be God's people.
You just gotta start.
Literally be willing to like walk with Him. You fear Him, you love Him, and you're willing to trust Him.
That's your start.
And He starts convicting you. So when He takes stuff, there's obviously stuff He's taken from us where I'm like, I don't want to let that go, but I do, right? And then there's stuff where He prepares my heart and my mind for it to be gone, and then He reveals to me what it is, and then by the time it's gone, it's like, oh my gosh, that's terrible, right? Like, I'm totally willing to let that one go. But, you know, like, it's like, come as you are, you can change inside. Like, that's the point, is like, you come to Him, like, while we were yet still sinners, Christ died for us.
Yep.
So that we can come and be sanctified and be saved from our sin. Not that we have to stop sinning to come to Him.
That's right, Striker Kid.
The cleaning can just be admitting that you cannot do this without Him. He asked you to submit and obey in 19. That's the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And really, I mean, what does it take? It takes, like, for me, it was a big, like, what I'm doing isn't working, and it never has. Everything I have doesn't work. You know what I mean? I don't know what's right, but I trust that God does know what's right. So if I trust Him to know what's right, and everything that I've ever done has led me to pain and more pain, why would I not trust Him? And ever since then, He's been able to, like literally free me from sin. And it's not like, oh, you have to stop sinning. It's like, hey, this is how this one sin that you're doing is affecting you and causing a separation between us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it makes me like, oh, I see. Okay, I can let that go. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jimmy Carr, just so you know, we're both in recovery too. So, like, you ain't alone in that.
I had to have the dumb version of AA to get sober and clean. 1, 2, 3. I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like, I still, like, I will send people, like, normies, the 3rd step prayer and the 7th step prayer, because it's so good.
Well, the 7th step prayer is a really good prayer.
Yeah, I feel like the 3rd, it's like, what is, like, how do I turn my life over to God? I'm like, I have this
Josh
AA
Cole
prayer.
said, yay, 12 steps.
I have this AA. Really, I mean, everybody would benefit from the 12 steps, honestly. Like, we all have so much freaking crap flooding our systems.
Yeah.
Physically, spiritually, and mentally. The 11th step prayer also. Yeah.
I love you.
I am French. I think it's croissant. Croissant is a French word, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So is chartreuse.
Hold on. I watched this video, and this guy is French, I think, and he's like, you guys Americans, I have to tell you, it is called croissant. And this white guy gets on, and he's like, we know it's called croissant, but, like, imagine if we just stopped in the middle of us, like, talking, like, American, and we just added in, and he's like, when you talk about McDonald's, do you say, like, I was going to go to McDonald's? No. Anyways, my brain, I just associated that with what was going on. That was super random. So I apologize. Hopefully, you probably don't know us well enough to know that that wasn't a offense. Faith requires you to do the beginning. Requires you to do. Wait. Oh my gosh. Faith requires you do. I don't know how to read this. Do the beginning is knowing you don't deserve it, but He will give His love to you anyway if you give yourself to Him, not knowing you belong to Him anyway. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That one was confusing. Sorry. I could not even read that clearly.
Hey. 100% stop doing what you're doing.
Are the fries better in France?
What are you
Does
supposed to be
anybody
doing
in
right
France have, like, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or Crohn's disease, or
Is the movie over?
stomach problems, or are you guys
Then
all
put
good
another
out
one on.
there?
Okay.
The boys outvoted me twice. Is it
Um,
gonna be my turn to pick?
No. No, we're gonna wrap it up here anyhow, Sammy. You guys can
so
come
many
out here.
AA and NA rehabs never got
Come
it.
here and give me a
Yeah,
hug.
you know why I never got it was because I never found the Bible God. Like I never found the God of the Bible.
Found some weird higher power?
Yeah, and that wasn't an. Oh, that's what I was saying before you interrupted me.
Oh, sorry.
I need rules and guidelines to follow. I thrive on instructions, okay? AA, higher power, make it be whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just like pray, and it was like, how do I pray? If like, what do I, you know what I mean? Like none of it ever made sense. So finding the God of the Bible, and then I go to Christianity, and it's again just like, oh yeah, you just do whatever you want, and you just come to the church, and it's like, but I want to do better, you know, like how do I do better? So once we came to Torah and realized that the Father actually did give us clear instructions and guidelines, now I have my little road I stay on, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, how are the fries in France? He says, I don't know what that one says. And then it says, why do they call them French fries then? French kiss. French fries aren't French. I married a recovering alcoholic in Al-Anon. He was 13 stepping. Oh dear. Yeah. I don't quite go to meetings just because my way of like life is a lot different, and I don't mind. I can go to meetings, but I have enough like within my spiritual fellowship, you know what I mean, to be able to kind of, I don't know how to word it. Anyways, the meetings are very worldly, even though they're giving people a chance at like at least quitting drinking. You know, like when your relationship is blocked with the Father because of alcohol, and you can at least remove that, and then hopefully be encouraged to like seek God. Then you can heal.
And there is a huge difference between a real alcoholic and a heavy drinker. Yeah, there's a huge difference. An alcoholic has crossed the invisible line somewhere and has no off button. Heavy drinker can stop or moderate if they need to.
Texas T, I'm going to put myself in timeout. Shabbat shalom, y'all. They originated in Belgium, where most of the population at the time spoke French in the region. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Nowadays, I just read, listen to you guys and bear, etc., praying for understanding, but enjoying the joy Yah has blessed me with. Yeah, as long as reading is a part of that. You know, we need to make sure we're actually reading. Because there's a lot of people that do the church thing, and they just
don't
listen
study
to people, and they get feel good messages, but they don't read to like understand the Father's character. And if you don't understand the Father's character, how can you fear Him? And if you do fear the Father's character, if you fear like losing His, what's the word? Like walking outside of His
grace, His covering,
provision.
Yeah, His provision.
If you fear that, like you should want to know what the guidelines are.
Yeah,
how do we stay with Him? You know.
Yeah, you can never get too close to Him. Mm-hmm. You can never know enough of the Word.
Yeah, it's like come to me where you are, but like we're gonna teach you how to stay. You know, like it's our job to stay. And how do we do that if we don't know what it is? So a lot of people don't even end up reading, and that to me is a problem. Because every time you read, I mean, there's times where you could be praying about something and just flip your Bible open. I've done it multiple times where you just flip your Bible open to your bookmark where you're just going to pick up reading, and it just happened to be perfectly placed in front of you, this specific answer to your prayer.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to get off of here. Mostly because my booger rag pile is overflowing at this point.
His boogers runneth over.
Yeah. And I probably got to put some chapstick on this thing.
And we're both I'm getting over a cold. He has one. But
I'm getting over it. I'm not getting into it.
Ooh, you know what Burrow would tell you? A spoonful of honey with some cinnamon on it.
How about if I just do a mouthful of cinnamon on camera right now?
It's like the, yeah. It's like the cinnamon
Shabbat shalom,
challenge.
guys. I appreciate you.
We're gonna